Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL. And who remembers this pattern, right? This is this is my antlers one again. It's pattern number 66102 on friendshipbracelets.net. And you might remember the fact that I said I wanted a chance to try it again because I didn't put enough of my own take on it. But the problem was I ran out of bracelet before we could kind of do that. So we are back at this again. And I'm not 100% sure on what I'm doing to it. I just know that I am changing it. So yeah, I've rotated it, I've sized it up, I've put it onto a new layer, and now I'm going to move it off to the side. Guess it really doesn't matter because I'm not using all of it. I'm just using some of this over here. So, oh, I remember we used the colors from on this side. Ahaha. Remember that? I remember that. All right, so we've got this light green going through this way. Do, 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 do. So yeah, this time it's about making it different. Oops. Not that different. That wasn't right. Okay. So there's our antler. All right, now we need the darker color, this one, to outline that with, right? So that goes this way. So if you're new here, yeah, I did this pattern already and I made the bracelet and everything. In fact, it's probably around here somewhere. I don't know where. And I thought when I made it that I would change it up some, and I couldn't because I ran out of space. But it still turned out pretty cool. I made it in greens. I might see if I still have those enough of those color greens to try it again. Okay, so that's the dark color. Da, 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 da. There's the dark color up here, does a thing like this. Yeah, so this was a fairly okay design. It wasn't like, holy cow, this is so difficult or so amazing or whatever else. It was pretty cool. And I thought it'd be fun if like just this thing here was like in the middle. Let's go get the other color, this green. And like kind of, change it all up. So whoop, that's too far. That only comes out to here. Do, 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 do. And then that bright green is in here. And then there's more of this bright green out here. Yeah, like I said, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do to it. I just know I want a chance to do something different. And part of that is going to come down to what strings are available when we get to the point where we start making the changes. And that will decide pretty much everything. So what we have to do is down here, we have to kind of fill in what strings are where. And then from there, we can kind of piece it together, right? So the first thing that we know is that at this point here, this brighter green is what's traveling out this way. And this can obviously come back this way. So, yeah. Okay, so again, I'm really pretty excited about this. I I know I kind of talked about it the last time around. Like I really kind of was a little bit bummed, and a chance to go back and change things. That seems like seems really cool. Okay, so I can see these things here are going in nice straight rows, right? So that's why I know that that's not going to be a problem as far as the string direction. Just like, see, like this obviously goes kind of that way, and this one obviously sort of goes this way. Is it going to make some changes up ahead? Not sure yet, but okay, like here, I know that in order to have this way and this way, this had to be both of them, right? So, yeah, I don't remember how many more darks there are than the lighter ones. I know that that's sort of a thing. Okay. Pretty sure this is what's going through here. Man, like I said, there's a kind of a lot goes on with this one. Where did that come from? This one. No, this one here. Okay. It's all symmetrical, and yet somehow I still managed to lose track of where I was. Don't ask me how I do that. That almost takes skill. Okay, so this is pretty easy, just coming straight across. And this one coming straight across. Obviously, this is sort of coming down this way, and I actually remember from the knots that it it changed direction. I can actually, I do remember some of it. It wasn't that long ago. Um, so that's sort of cool. I don't remember where this one goes. And I could be actually changing up a bunch of stuff and not even knowing it at this point, honestly. But that's okay. I mean, as long as all of these colors here and stuff gets basically sorted out, I think we're good. So, okay, so obviously this has to be a dark one to be right there, right? And if this is just going straight through like that, that goes to there. And if this one's just going straight through, that comes up to there. Bonus. But wait. Does this mean, I guess this then comes down here? Okay. I swear, I'm like, I don't exactly remember what was happening. And now I'm like getting a little bit nervous. I'm getting ahead of myself, and that some of this is not. It looks like it's all working, though. It appears to be working. I don't know. Oh, okay. I think. Oops. I think this green comes up to the yellow and comes out here, right? Because that was in the pattern. That's where this line would have come out. So yeah, okay, that's right. This one here. If you're wondering what I'm looking at my other monitor where I can see what you guys can see. So just kind of checking to make sure that I don't have it like behind my head kind of thing. So, okay. That sort of made sense, and that green comes all the way down to that one. Awesome. Okay. So this is a little bit like doing a mashup of patterns, except I'm kind of just basically decide what the other pattern is based on the colors, like how they're sequenced and stuff. So I haven't quite figured that out. So this is this yellowish one, and obviously, in order to be on that row there, it kind of had to travel through here. I don't quite get like that, I guess. So then it's sort of, this green came to the yellow, this dark green comes out on the edges. Okay. Okay, that works. And then, oh yeah, in order to be the dark one here, this, oops, this one has to come through this way. So we have the middle green, a dark green, a light green, a dark green, a middle green, a dark green, and a light green. So it staggers really well. That works in really well with what I wanted to do. So let's do this. So we're going to enclose that diamond with this dark color. Right, and then scooch this over a bit. I don't know. I mean, okay, I do know why. I like working where I can see more of the pattern all at once, which means kind of zoomed out. But it really makes it really difficult to hit the little boxes when you do that. You know, like getting into the in between parts, it suddenly becomes like, you know, trying to hit a bullseye or something. It's super hard. All right. That's neat. Just happened to be, I saw that other color would be coming through here. I'm like, well, I already got it picked up on the palette. I might as well do it. It's funny. I've just realized, like, I'm going through an awful lot of work here. This thing is perfectly symmetrical. I already even have a guideline down the middle. So there's really no reason that I can't just work on 1/4 of it and then copy and paste to do the other side. So yeah, I mean, it kind of helped earlier on because I needed to kind of see what was happening down here. But at this point, I know what's happening, and Yeah. Ooh. And if you haven't figured it out, I kind of talked about this. I kind of said that this was sort of the direction that I had considered, was doing something like an arrowhead with it. And lo and behold, it's like an arrowhead. So, and I have no idea what that pattern number would be. And this is what, 3, 6, 7, 8. So 8 string is 16 strings coming down. 16 string pattern. So, oh, how cool is this? All right, so this we know is this one coming through. And this is the bright green. And I'm kind of filling in a little bit as I go along. Essential, oops. Essential, I'm just trying to make my life a little bit easier. I could kind of fill in what the pattern's going to do. But, oh, I kind of like this. Yeah, we've given our yellow a bit more room to work within the pattern. I like that a lot. Yeah, this is pretty cool. All right. So this dark one is going to be what's left out here. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't sure if we would get another one of the other colors, maybe the light one or whatever with it. But I guess that sort of makes sense now that I'm looking at it, that because it's every other one. All right, so that's sort of cool. So now the yellow one, we're just kind of tracing how the string could travel, trying to see where it comes out at, and it's right there. All right, so now we're left with this one. It's a dark. And you can just kind of, you can see that there's, not a lot of choices left as to where it could be, which makes this really, really easy. And there we have our sequence. It's dark, the lightest, dark, the middle, dark, the middle, dark, the lightest. Wow. All right, so now let's see what the whole overall thing will look like. I'm going to get the select tool, and I'm going to use those guidelines. It just snaps right on there. Control C, Control V, and I'm going to flip it horizontally. And then it's going to snap back onto the grid line on the other side over here. Then we just anchor it, and now we have all the top half made. So now all I have to do is grab the top half, Control C, Control V, and this time I'm going to flip the copy vertically and move it down. So if you haven't already, if you're like kind of new to using GIMP and you don't quite understand all the stuff I'm doing, I did do a tutorial on it, which should make all that a whole lot easier for you guys. So you should check that out if you haven't already. So check it out. I got my antlers in the middle. I've got the cool boxes with the diamondy things inside. And then I've got this radical arrowhead things on the ends. That is really cool and a really fun use of the colors. I'm excited. I can't wait to make this one. And kind of, like I said, I might actually try to make it with the colors that we used before. So I don't know. I don't know if I have enough left. Thank you to my Patreon supporters who make this stuff possible. I honestly, it's I say it all the time, but I truly, truly mean it. I couldn't do it without support. So thank you very much. And thank you for hanging out with me. I do really appreciate you being here. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.